Hello there. Welcome back, my nosy friends. It is that time of the month again where I expose myself, not like that, but I expose how much I make on YouTube with whatever amount of subscribers that I have. So you want to know how much I make on YouTube with 14.3k subscribers. It's okay to be nosy. I am too. If you are new to this channel, every month I do an income report where I share exactly how much I make, but I also share the CPM and some new strategies that I'll be incorporating into my YouTube channel, and that way you'll know exactly how I'm getting those views so that you can do it too. Otherwise, these types of videos wouldn't be all that helpful. It just shows you how much I make and that's it. I personally love these types of videos because they are super informative and they were a huge inspiration to me when I was first looking into doing YouTube, and it was a big catalyst for me to get started taking YouTube very seriously. Especially as an artist, it's nice to have some passive income. So if you like art and entrepreneurship type content, make sure to like this video, help me feed the algorithm gods, and make sure to subscribe for new videos every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. My name is Janet. I'm an ex-Disney artist turned independent creator, and I've been able to grow pretty fast here on YouTube in the past year or so. Let's get started. Forgive me if this machine is dying. Let's get straight into what you're here for. So, in the month of April, I got 69.9k views, 5.1k hours of watch time, 1.4k subscribers, and I made $967.07. When you see the chart down below from month to month, I actually made less than I did back in March, and I will explain why in a bit. But now let's go down and let's just quickly go through my top 10 most viewed videos. Number 1, how to sell your art online. Number 2, how to gain followers on Instagram fast. Number 3, print-on-demand posters. Number 4, print-on-demand Printify versus Printful. Number 5, why I quit my job at Disney. Number 6, how to get 1,000 followers on Instagram. Number 7, how to grow on Instagram fast. Number 8, how to start a t-shirt business for beginners. Number 9, how to sell art commissions online. And number 10, Instagram reveals their algorithm. So these top 10 videos pretty much stayed the same for the most part. At this point, in about a year of YouTube, you're not really going to see much change here. If it does, it means one of your recent videos, or even an older video, that could happen too, and many of these are here because they've popped off later, but it means that old videos are going viral, new videos are going viral, and replacing some of your older videos that aren't getting as many views. What I've noticed here is one of the reasons why I made so much money back in March, which you should watch the March income report video if you haven't already. Check it out up here. My number 1 performing video, how to sell art online, was going viral. YouTube was recommending it. It was performing really well in the algorithm, and it's not a new video. This video I think came out about October, so about 6 months ago, if not more than 6 months ago. It typically takes a few months before a video really starts performing in the algorithm, especially if it gets ranks in search. As a video reaches the peak of virality, it starts to come down and plateau. It doesn't go back to zero. It will always get some amount of views, just like how my very first viral video, the Why I Quit My Job at Disney video, after it reached the peak of virality, it came down and it now gets a lot of views. You can see here, it on average gets 3,000, 4,000 views every single month, and it will continue getting that amount of views until the end of time. I've never really seen it dip below this after it went viral, which is really cool. That's the really cool thing about viral videos. So as this video gets less views because it's no longer going viral and being suggested by YouTube, my income will slowly decrease to a plateau, which I'm hoping stays at around 800, 900. So now let's get into the nitty-gritty and let's look at CPM and RPM, which is how I'm making this money and where all this money is coming from, which videos were performing and whatnot for me last month. If you didn't know already, or you're planning for your channel to get monetized, you head over to the revenue tab up here to basically see the revenue for all your videos. As you can see, my estimated revenue went down about 12%. It's not the biggest deal, especially because I am in this for the long haul and I'm all about that passive income. income. I don't really care about the virality of videos, especially because I am supplementing my income with a lot of other types of passive income. That is what you have to do when you're on YouTube. It is really important that you diversify your income and have a lot of different types of income streams, not just AdSense. Those who rely on AdSense relies on views. But if you sell products, let's say, if you do affiliate marketing, if you sell a digital product, all these things can help make your income a lot bigger, especially as an influencer or a person who makes a living off of the internet. My RPM is $13.83. That is the actual amount of money that I am making per 1,000 views, and my CPM is $30.19. You can see both my RPM and my CPM have gone up a little bit, and that is really good. You want really high RPM and CPM. I got a question on my last video, and occasionally I will check the comment section for any questions you have, so feel free to leave me any questions that you have so I can answer them in my next income report. But I got a comment asking, how do you get a higher amount of CPM, RPM? Because they were getting practically next to nothing. And that kind of relies on your niche. If you have a really lucrative niche, let's say finance, anything related to money, business, that kind of thing, you will have a higher RPM. If you are in, let's say, comedy or even vlogging, beauty tends to have lower CPM, RPM rates, depending on the niche. If your audience isn't known for having a lot of money or spending a lot of money on things, or your niche is really saturated, you're not gonna have a really high CPM and RPM. So finance tends to have really high RPM, CPM, and comedy, beauty, not so much. The nice thing about beauty is that once you get large enough, you'll have a lot of brand deals and people knocking on your door trying to work with you. And that is how a lot of beauty influencers make their money. I'm lucky in that I wanted to talk about the business of art. I wanted to give advice on how to create YouTube videos, how to be successful on Instagram as an artist, how to be successful in terms of money, how to make money with your passion, and that inherently has higher CPM. For me, I like to do a whole lot of different types of content, and I like to test the different CPM rates for each type of content. My strategy is to really focus in on this niche because it is a really lucrative niche for me. But that doesn't mean you should force this type of content into your particular niche just to raise your CPM, RPM. One way of increasing your CPM or RPM without having to make business or finance videos is to make longer form content, basically 8 minutes or more. That way you can add ads in the middle of your video, which means your CPM and your RPM will naturally be higher. Granted, you have to make sure people watch those ads and they get to that point in the video where they are shown that ad. Be warned, when making longer form content, not everyone is going to watch all the way through, and it might kill your video depending on how engaged your audience is. So I will go into my top 5 earning videos, which number 1 is my print-on-demand, Printify versus Printful video, making me practically $400. My How to Sell Your Art video makes me $193. Print-on-demand posters made me $47.44. How to Start a T-shirt Business made me $26.68. And my print-on-demand How to Create T-shirts That Sell made me $26.19. When I click see more, you will see my CPM for a lot of these videos, and you will see that they are quite high. It's important when you are a YouTuber to generally check if your CPM is staying the same, dipping, and kind of thinking about why that is. Every month I like to check my CPM rates, and it seems like for some reason my Printify versus Printful video is getting an extremely high CPM rate, $164.60. That is increasing the more popular this video gets. So what I'm assuming is happening is a lot of companies are targeting this video in particular because it is performing so well and giving it preferred ads, which means I am getting paid a lot more simply because they want to put their ads on my video. Generally, most of my CPM ranges between the $20 to $25 range. Because I am talking about business and how to make money online, one of the very first videos that ever took off for me tended to be my Instagram tips advice video. But the thing is, a lot of people are getting into the social media advice, in particular Instagram advice videos, and so it is saturating the market. So what I said before, that if you are in a market that's super saturated, like beauty, let's say, it means your CPM rates tend to be lower. As more people are getting into the social media niche, my CPM for the how to gain followers on Instagram fast is decreasing. It used to actually be around $10. Now it's typically around the $7 range. Now I'm going to share with you some of the really interesting things that happened in April on my channel. So I created this how to mint an NFT video to help artists figure out how to mint an NFT, and it has an incredible amount of CPM, $40.02. So even though this didn't get too many views compared to overall all my other videos, it did fairly well, so it means that artists are interested in this. For me, I will probably continue doing cryptocurrency type videos, crypto art videos. In particular, it does really well on my channel, it makes me a lot of money, and I'm genuinely really interested in this space because I do think cryptocurrency is the future. And once all of the alarmist messaging simmers down a little bit, I think it'll pretty much be similar to how people treated the internet way back when. They thought the internet wouldn't last, but it is what it is with new technology, I guess. The next video I wanted to point out is the how to vlog video. This video got more views than normal, as you can see by this line over this trend, and it is currently being suggested by YouTube in a lot of different places. Browse features, suggested videos, channel pages, other YouTube features. So this video is pretty popular, it's doing pretty well, and the algorithm really likes it. So this is why you need to check your YouTube analytics every single month, because it kind of tells you what people want to see more from you. I might make more filmmaking type videos, or specifically more vlogging, tips, advice videos for artists, creatives. Because I'd ranked in search for Printify versus Printful before, I made this other video where Printify sent me a shirt and I compared it to a Printful shirt. And this also did really, really well. This one, you can see the traffic source is completely different. It isn't necessarily recommended by YouTube, but it is heavily YouTube searched. This video is currently ranking in search and it is quickly surpassing, it has surpassed the 1K view mark, which means it will continuously make me money for the end of time until it gets deranked from search, which is a really great thing to have another print-on-demand video rank for search for me. And you can see when I hit revenue, my playback-based CPM is $45.17. It's pretty lucrative for me. So even if this video doesn't completely go viral and make a whole ton of views, I don't really need to. Imagine if this video only made 10,000 views. If it made 100,000 views, it would mean I made bank. This next video is behaving very similarly to my print-on-demand video. It is my passive income for artists video, and it has surpassed 1.1K views, and it is ranking in search. As you can see here, most of my views are coming from YouTube search and from suggested videos. So suggested videos is something I am paying attention to a lot more now that I am a more established YouTuber. After about a year doing YouTube consistently, it seems now YouTube is starting to recommend my videos a whole lot more, which means it's a lot easier for me to get views, it's a lot easier for me to get suggested, and it's a lot easier for me to grow, which is really exciting. I am very excited to see where my channel goes from here, especially where it ends up by the end of the year. So when I hit revenue, again, the playback-based CPM is $38.77. That's also really, really good, and since this is ranking in search, it will continuously make me money for the end of time and has a pretty high chance, once it hits a certain amount of views, of popping off. So it's really great that in April I was able to set up these videos so that hopefully in the near future, hopefully in about a few months from now, these videos will take off and my channel will start making a lot more money because of that. So this is the really good part that I hope you all stay to the end for, and this is my strategy portion of the video. Something that I've noticed for a lot of the videos that I've put out and they've kind of gone viral or got ranked in search or made me a lot more money is they are longer than 10 minutes. Now, I know YouTube made it so that you can put ads in the middle of your video as long as it hits that 8-minute mark. They reduced it from the 10-minute mark that it used to be. But the thing is, I noticed that my 8-minute long videos don't do as well as my 10-minute or longer videos. I get more views on videos that tend to be longer, and I have no idea why that is. From now on, I am going to try to keep all my videos at least 10 minutes or longer. That way, not only can I put ads in the middle of my video, usually on an 8-minute video, I only put maybe 1 or 2 in there, but with 10-minute or longer, I can put as much as 3 ads sometimes, depending on how long the video is. This is just opinion. I think it incentivizes the YouTube algorithm, YouTube in general, to push my videos out further. If they are making more money on ads for my videos, then it makes sense for them to push my videos more. Audience retention is extremely important on this platform. What that means is, how long do people watch your videos for? So if I scroll down to my top 10 videos, you can see all of these videos get 42%, 41%, 32% average view duration. So in general, 30% and up, as much as 50%. So that's really, really good in YouTube's eyes. If people are watching all the way to the end of the video, it means people really like the content. That to them is quality content, and they will push it out to more people. They don't want to be recommending content that people don't really watch all the way through. So the difficult part about making longer content, it's hard to keep people's attention for that much longer. So it might reduce your average watch time. I will be testing this theory out and seeing if my videos start performing more the longer they are. Also, I have been testing out the YouTube community feature a lot, and it really does seem to help increase the amount of people who watch my content. Because of the way YouTube works, just because you're subscribed to my channel doesn't necessarily mean you get served my videos. By using that community tab a lot, it makes quite a big difference, especially when you are small. I don't think you get the community tab until you get monetized, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but once you get it, you need to start using it. I really put off using it until recently, and boy, it's really helped. If you like this video, make sure to like this video, jingle all my bells and buttons, please, and thank you. Help me feed that algorithm, God. If you want to learn more about how to grow an online business using social media, check out my free guide, 8 Steps to Launch Your Online Store. Head over to honeyandabsinthe.com if you would like to help support this channel by buying some merch. I've got art, t-shirts, all sorts of things. Check out these other videos next to learn more about how to monetize your passion, and don't forget to dare to dream.